Hello and welcome into Regis Jesuit High School. I'm Charlie Wood, alongside me, Connor Houtsma. We're excited to bring you some senior night action between the Regis Jesuit Raiders and the Rock Canyon Jaguars. Connor, what do you think we have in store for us tonight?
I think this is going to be a really exciting matchup. These two teams obviously faced twice last year. The first time at Rock Canyon, unfortunate Raider lost. Then they beat them in the Coliseum later that year. I think this is a really intense matchup for both teams. Student sections are going to be into it. It's going to be a really good atmosphere in this gym, and it's going to be rocking with the red seats showing out and Rock Canyon student section growing by the minute. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a really emotional game. Really going to, as senior night, of course, and really fun game.
Yeah, the Red Sea and the Golden Boys, always a fun kind of student section matchup we like to see. It always brings a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. Those Golden Boys from Rock Canyon, they don't take this lightly. And of course, you never see the Raiders going easy on a student section. They will go all in. They will keep going. They will be there no matter what. And, you know, the Raiders, they're going to come out here. They're going to give it their all. Hopefully they're going to ride that senior night wave to, snag a little bit more momentum, sneak on through with a win today. Rock Canyon sitting at 12-10 on the year. 2 minutes to go until the tip-off.
Yeah, obviously 12-10, not the best record you'd wish for Coach Graham's, but I'm really excited to see this team. They have a lot of really good playmakers, a lot of really good players. I want to shout out, did I include him? All right, I forgot what I was going to talk about. But this team has a lot of size. Just look at their warm-up lines. They got some big size. They got big players. I think it's going to be a really good matchup for Coach Shaw and the Raiders.
I think probably who you were going to talk about, Kaysen Lehman and Jacob David. Lehman averaging 19.5 points per game, and David averaging 18.6 points per game. So together they're averaging about, 37, 38 points per game. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Raiders can do to try and shut those two down. Both in the starting 5 for Rock Canyon tonight. We will see what the Raiders, led by Coach Ken Shaw, have to shut them down. We'll step away and rejoin you for the tip-off right here on the Raider Sports Network. Welcome back into the Guy Gibbs Gymnasium here at Regis Jesuit High School. Getting our starting 5 announcements here in the arena. Starting for the Rock Canyon Jaguars, guard number 0, the sophomore standing at 6'5", Jacob David. The guard number 1 standing at 6'4", senior Kason Lehman. Forward number 2, senior standing at 6 feet 3 inches tall, Andrew Abner. Guard number 4, senior standing at 6'4", Damian Fisher. And finally, guard number 5, standing at 6'2", Davis May. For the Raiders on this senior night, it's going to be a thrilling one. The seniors starting for the Raiders. Number 1, Zach Harlan. Number 2, Mason Marshall. Number 4, Lucas Dickinson. Number 12, Alec Rumpf. And number 20, Brandon Hawkins. It's going to be a really exciting matchup. See what these seniors can do and what could possibly be their final match in this gymnasium. Getting ready to go. Student section, the Red Sea, getting excited. These boys, these seniors, getting ready to take the court for their final regular season game, possibly their final game here in the Guy Gibbs Gymnasium. To take the tip for the Raiders, it's going to be Lucas Dickinson. And for the Jaguars, Kason Lehman. Here we go. Ball is up. The Raiders win the tip. Dickinson comes down with it despite being the one to take the tip for the Raiders. Rumpf, now Dickinson. Dickinson down to Harlan. Harlan swings it up to Mason Marshall. Marshall passes off to Dickinson. Back to Harlan. Harlan to Rumpf. Harlan drives, passes it out. Hawkins for 3. No good. Harlan on the rebound. Below there, he gets blocked. And that's going to be taken by Jacob David. David passes to Abner. Abner back to David. Now Kason Lehman getting his first touch of the night. Ball in the corner with David. Stolen away by Mason Marshall. Marshall going to the basket. Tries to draw the foul. Can't get it, but he'll get the first bucket of the night. The Raiders take an early 2-0 lead. May now in the corner with Lehman. Kason Lehman passes it out to Fisher. May spinning. Passes out to Abner. Abner's going to drive. Fires out to Fisher for 3. He'll drill that. First three-point attempt of the night from the Jaguars will fall. Rumpf now down on the other end. Dickinson. Rumpf. Hawkins in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Jacob David. David comes down with it. Hands it off to Kason Lehman. Lehman spinning. Fires that one out. Fumbled by Davis May with exactly 6 minutes left on the clock. Rumpf. Hawkins. Now Dickinson. Dickinson to Harlan. Harlan to Rumpf. Rumpf has it knocked out of his hands. Officials will take objection to that. Foul's going to be called on Jacob David, his first, team first. Ball down low. Inbounded to Dickinson. Dickinson Rumpf in the corner for three. No good. May comes down with the rebound. Dumps it off to Jacob David to take it up. David fires over to Lehman, but stolen by Dickinson. Dickinson and Lehman. Dickinson goes reverse layup, no good. Rumpf got the rebound, but it goes out off the hands of Alec Rumpf. So it will be Jaguar ball. Now to take it up, it will be Kason Lehman. A little bit of a change there, not having David take it up. Lehman drives. Fires out to Fisher. Now Lehman drives. No good off the rim. Tipped it back up. No good from Abner. Goes out of bounds. Stays Jaguar ball down low. I think that went off the hands of Harlan there down underneath the Rock Canyon basket.
And Charlie, we are getting really our first look of the Raiders without Eric Fiedler in the starting lineup all season. They've been playing good, but you got to wonder, when does this lack of size come in? With Brandon Hawkins, Lucas Dixon obviously staying at 6'5", but Brandon Hawkins and Alec Rumpf, the next tallest, at 6'3". We're going to wonder when size comes into play here, especially with Jacob David standing at 6'5".
Well, speaking of which, Fiedler's going to take off that warm-up shirt, and he'll be checking in here, likely for Hawkins, playing that role of the big man. Shot goes up. No good on the first. Fiedler on for Harlan, so really going for that size. Taking out the shortest for the tallest on the team, and a change as well for Rock Canyon. Andrew Abner comes off for Cooper Elwood. Second attempt here from Kason Lehman. 1 for 2 from the line. Rumpf to take it up for the Raiders. Rumpf. Dickinson. Marshall. Rumpf. Fiedler. His first touch of the night. Fiedler drives. Stops himself. Double team. Marshall down low. Looked like he was fouled. No call. Goes out. Will be Raider ball.
Yeah, Mason Marshall got trapped under the basket there. Nowhere to go other than up, and against Jacob David, I would not like Mason Marshall's odds there.
Yeah, didn't work out well for him, but it looked like a lot of contact, not to the ball. So bold not to, make that call. Fires out. Hawkins, blocked. Goes out, will be Raider ball again.
Yeah, that was a good drive from Brandon Hawkins. Right idea, just have those two Rock Canyon big men, Kason Lehman and Jacob David, both 6'5" and 6'4", down in the middle. Really, I wouldn't see much layups from the Raiders going in with those two on the court.
Absolutely. Hawkins comes out, dumps to Rumpf. Rumpf looks to drive out to Marshall. Marshall comes in. Outsize, gets Fiedler out. Good fake. Man goes flying. Fiedler for three. No good. Fisher down low. Now Hawkins coming with him. Layup goes long. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall jumps to Dickinson. Dickinson coming quickly for three. That will go! Lucas Dickinson gets the Raiders the 1-point lead. Fisher now in the corner with Lehman. Lehman pops out. He'll dump to David. David goes up. He gets it to go. No foul. Rock Canyon get the lead back in their favor. Officials letting the boys play this one out so far. Dickinson to drive. Out to Rumpf. Rumpf fakes the three. He'll now drive. Knocked out of his hands. Who comes up with it? That will be Damian Fisher. Now they'll slow it down. Give to Cooper Elwood, the 5'9" sophomore. David. Elwood. May drives to the basket, blocked, but a foul called. Foul will be against Hawkins, his second team second. Two substitutions for the Raiders coming after this first shot. Joe Halbert coming in for the Raiders, as well as Zach Harlan. First shot will fall. Off come Hawkins and Mason Marshall. It is Davis May at the line after making his first. May, 78% from the free throw line this season. Second one good as well. 3-point lead for the Jaguars. Rumpf controlling his offense. Halbert. Stolen away on the poor pass from Halbert. Now here comes Lehman. Lehman looking to drive to the rim. Travel is what it appeared to be. Officials don't give the call. Out to David. David for three. No good. Fiedler on the rebound. Fiedler going up. Harlan. Rumpf. Harlan. Fiedler. He'll dribble. Now passes over into the corner for three. Impressive. Getting that one stuck up there. It's going to change possession in the hands of the Jaguars. Andrew Abner comes back on for the Jaguars. And off comes Damian Fisher.
Yeah, Charlie, the Jaguars really showing to be really aggressive in this first quarter. Raiders just got to match that, really, is the only thing that they're missing. Been playing with their usual intensity, but they got to kick it up a notch to really stay with these Jaguars.
Abner, double dribble? No, not a double dribble. Here comes Elwood. Elwood to the rim. Good skill from Elwood to get that bucket to fall. 10-5 to score, under 2 minutes to go. Halbert. Dickinson. Fiedler. Now out to Halbert for three. No good. One that they needed now. Here's Abner. Loses Halbert but doesn't get the bucket. Here's Rumpf to the other side. Gets the bucket on the other side. Alec Rumpf brings it back to a one-score game. David. Now Elwood. Elwood drives. Elwood gets that bucket to fall. 12-7. Rumpf. Dickinson takes the three. No good, in and out. Halbert comes over the top. That's going to be Rock Canyon ball, despite the appeals of the Red Sea. Here comes Elwood. Elwood, one of the smaller guys on this team at 5'9". Lehman, Elwood. Good handles. The foul called against Zach Harlan. His first, team third. A low-scoring affair here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Charlie, these teams are really evenly matched. Both size-wise, when you think about it, and skill-wise. I mean, the Jaguars just trying to utilize their big men on defense and on offense. Not really seeing much out of the guards. Been all big men lately.
Pass gets away from the Jaguars down beneath their own basket. 12 seconds on the clock. The Raiders with time to do something. Rumpf, 10 seconds. I've got to start the clock. 5 seconds. Fiedler. Rumpf for three. No good at the buzzer. 12-7 the score after one. We'll step away and rejoin you after a short break. Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. I'm Charlie Wood. Alongside me, Connor Houtsma. We're getting ready for the second quarter of action. 12-7 your score. Rock Canyon in the lead at the moment. And a quarter that really just lacked the spark for both sides.
Indeed. Really, both sides still came out with intensity, just not the intensity needs to be driven up from the Raiders in order to keep with these Rock Canyon Jaguars.
Raiders tried to start quickly there, getting it down to Fiedler quickly. I think is he going to go to the line or is it going to be on the floor? That foul's going to be against Andrew Abner, his first team first. And foul's going to be on the floor. Fiedler. Dickinson. Knocked out of his hand, another foul called. This one's going to be against Cooper Elwood, his first team second. Albert inbounds to Fiedler. Fiedler immediately picked up by Abner. Now Halbert. Halbert passes over to Rumpf. Rumpf back to Fiedler. Fiedler has time for three. That will fall! Fiedler with an excellent three-point shot. Vasquez. Vasquez to Elwood. Elwood passes out to Andrew Abner. Pass back down to Abner in the corner. Out to Elwood, takes a couple steps. Finally gets a pass out to Lehman. Lehman drives. Reverse layup will fall to bring it back to a two-score ball game. Rumpf. Harlan. Fiedler thought about it. Now he drives to the basket. He's short, but there's a foul called. This one's going to be on Elwood, his second. Or not Elwood, excuse me, Abner, his second, team third. His third, team third. So Andrew Abner already in foul trouble, not very long into this game. Fiedler would go to the line to shoot two. Fiedler on the year, shooting 79% from the line. 129 for 163. Marshall and Cesario Scott come on for Halbert and Dickinson. Fiedler's second. Falls as well. Now to be taken up by Jacob David. David to Elwood. Elwood dribbles his way through. Now Vasquez. Vasquez to David for three. No good. Tipped, but rebound corralled by Dion Cesario Scott. Here comes Rumpf. Rumpf almost has his pocket picked by Elwood. Rumpf drives. Fading away. No good, off target. 6:15 to go. Cooper Elwood. Driving to the basket. Absolutely rejected by Dion Cesario Scott.
That's the type of play that gets this Red Sea hype. Block on your own basket. That's sure to get this crowd fired up.
Diva Madhavan coming on for Rock Canyon. That three-point attempt no good from Jacob David. Fiedler to the basket. Gets that to go. We're all tied up at 14. Vasquez. Devin Mahadvan. Elwood into the corner. Spinning, trying to break free is Vasquez. Tries the reverse layup, no good. Chucked out to Devin Mahadvan. He doesn't want to take it. Gives to David. Now in the corner. Elwood spinning. Vasquez trying to get past Dion Cesario Scott. He'll go out of bounds. No, it'll be a block called on Dion Cesario Scott. His first, team's first. Devin Mahadvan passes to Vasquez. Vasquez calling for help. He gets Cooper Elwood, but ends up going to Jacob David. David to Elwood. Elwood thought about going in, changed his mind. Vasquez drives. Devin Mahadvan in the corner. He'll drive. Tries to get that up to Vasquez. Successful. Now down to Elwood. Layup will fall for Cooper Elwood. 4:50 to go. Romph tries to get to the basket. Blocked. Can they keep it in? Devin Mahadvan the last to touch it. Trying to keep that in bounds.
That seemed to be blocked by 4 Rock Canyon players there. Really try to get to the basket. Really didn't work out. Kind of ran into a brick wall there, you could say. The 4 Canyon players down there.
Romph has just checked out for Dickinson. Fiedler. Harlan Dickinson. Harlan puts it up. That will go. 16 all. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Lehman drives. Passes it out to May for 3. That goes long. Harlan and Marshall fight for the rebound. Harlan comes up with it now with Fiedler. Fiedler going to get called on the charge, his first, team second. Devin Mahadvan, Elwood. Elwood crosses half court. Screen from Fisher. Elwood drives. Spins. Blocked by Fiedler. Now Dickinson going the other way. Another charge called against the Raiders. Dickinson not thrilled with that call.
I don't think anyone on the Raiders bench thought that was a charge. From what I was hearing, saying that's a block. From really all down the Raiders bench. Really, we don't have the best perspective, but from here it did look like a block. Didn't look like he got his feet fully set.
Inbounded to David. Jacob David. Trying to drive past Harlan. Fires down low. Layup comes. Layup no good. Dickinson steps out of bounds. Good job from Dickinson to get that rebound. Unable to keep that foot inbounds, however. Inbound to May, excuse me. Now David. For 3. Lips out. Rebounded by Cesario. Scott passed over to Dickinson. Dickinson. Out to Fiedler for 3. Bang! The Raiders take a 3-point lead.
That was great court vision from the Raiders there. And we see Fiedler trailing wide open for 3 and able to bury it.
Elman gives to Lehman. Lehman to Davis. Davis May, I should say. Excuse me. Now shot goes up. That will fall for 2 points from Damian Fisher. Here comes Harlan for the Raiders. Time ticking down. Fiedler thought about the 3, changed his mind with Fisher coming in. Now Harlan. Harlan passes over to Fiedler, stolen away. Here comes Kason Lehman. Stolen away by Mason Marshall. Lehman wanted a foul, doesn't get it. Dickinson drives, puts it up. Doesn't fall, but the foul called. Excellent movement from the Raiders. Dickinson on the year, 82% from the line. Hits the first. Second from Dickinson. That foul was against Davis May, his first, team's 4th. Dickinson hits them both. The lead goes back to 3. Elwood's going to slow the game down, give his team some time to set up. Elwood drives, passes it out. Here comes Lehman to the bucket. Spinning to the cup. Gets it to go. Harlan. Halberts take it for the Raiders. Halbert, Harlan, Fiedler. Fiedler for two. No good. Who's going to come down with the rebound? It'll be Davis May. 1 point ball game, under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. David. Knocked away. Scooped back up by David, though. Elwood spins. May drives. Knocked out by Halbert. Foul called. Foul's going to be called on Hawkins, his third team, fourth. Rumpf will come on for Hawkins as he's entered foul trouble early on. Foul on the floor. Rock Canyon ball under their own basket. Gets it in. David, too much on it. Foul called. Foul called on Rumpf for push from behind. Can't say I exactly saw it.
Me too, Charlie. I didn't look like Alec Rumpf even turned towards the basket there.
No good, however, from Jacob David. David, 77% from the line this season. Puts it up. 0 for 2. Rebounded by Rumpf. Fiedler has somewhere to go. Goes to the bucket. No good. Tipped up. Harlan with the rebound. Puts back immediately. Fiedler now with it. No good again. Gets his own rebound. Puts that up. Angel Reese type play there. A lot of offensive rebounds from missed shots.
Indeed, that has to go. Has to bump the rebounds per game up by, I'd say, 0.5.
It does tend to help. Stat padding at its finest, except not intentionally. Lehman. Elwood. May. Pass inside to Lehman. Lehman fumbles it. Dickinson goes to ground. Now Harlan. Harlan to Halbert. Halbert, Dickinson now. Good play from the Raiders. Fiedler for three. No good. Rolls out. Harlan with the rebound. Halbert, too deep to think about it. Rumpf in the corner. Fiedler goes off his foot. 36 on the clock. Here comes May. No. Yeah, flop warning on Halbert. He was falling before the contact was made. It's the right call from the official. You don't want to see it, but it is the right call.
And unfortunately, yes. Also got a little too, hit him on his shoulder. I don't think that's grounds to fall, but yeah, just a warning, thankfully.
I believe the next one for the team would be a technical. Rumpf. Halbert. Rumpf. 3-point game. Raiders up 23-20. Rumpf. Fiedler. 7 seconds. Fiedler still with it. 4 on the clock. Finds space. Puts it up. Bang! Eric Fiedler at the death. 26-20 after an incredible shot from Fiedler. Wow.
That was a heck of a shot from Eric Fiedler. Step back at the buzzer, 2 guys on him. That's a highlight right there.
Leave it to Eric Fiedler to find a way. An exciting first half, low scoring, but still exciting. 26-20 the score after 16 minutes of basketball. Connor, what'd you see there?
I see a very high-paced game, high energy, fast-paced. 2 teams that really want this win. Rock Canyon trying to play spoiler on Regis' senior night. Regis playing for something more than themselves here. Coming off a loss to Valor, which had to hurt, and trying to get back in the swing of things. Has done that so far. They did beat Heritage on Tuesday, but the Raiders kind of look for their get back, you could say. Losing to Rock Canyon last year, trying to get back, and yeah, try to see who's on top here. It's going to be an exciting second half.
Indeed it will. Fiedler kept silent in that first quarter. 0 points for him. Raiders trailed. 15 in the second quarter for Fiedler. An absolute onslaught. 17 of the Raiders, 21 points in that second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's the Eric Fiedler difference that we really saw stand out there. You can be 5 points in the first quarter and then come out and have Fiedler lead you to 21 in the second. Absolutely excellent. We'll step away for the remainder of halftime. Rejoin you for the second half of action right here on the Raider Sports Network.
Boom. All right, let's go. I know you.
Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. I'm Charlie Wood. Alongside me with the wonderful vocals, Connor Houtsma. 26-20 your score, the Raiders with the lead at the moment. A lot of basketball left to be played. Can Eric Fiedler continue on his incredible second quarter pace, or will the Rock Canyon Jaguars find a way to slow him down?
I think he's going to keep going. Eric Fiedler's really been exploiting this Rock Canyon defense, finding the holes in the zone, finding all the really layups, way to get through the Rock Canyon defense. I think he's going to keep going. I think we're going to see more of Mason Marshall, Deion Cesario-Scott, and Lucas Dixon in this game. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun game. Rock Canyon also on a good pace. They got to really use their big men in the middle. They keep, what I've been seeing is Eric Fiedler drawing either Kason Lehman or Jacob David out to the perimeter, and Fiedler with his offensive caliber just drives right by them and gets layups, gets these easy buckets, gets threes too. Step back three at the end of the half. But yeah, it's been a really fun game. I think it's going to get more fun. I think it's going to get more intense. I think the student sections are going to get louder. I think the atmosphere is going to get better. And I think we're in for a really good game tonight, Charlie.
We certainly should be. Under a minute till we start the second half. A lot of snowfall last night. Got us a snow day here at Regis Jesuit High School. Raiders still showing out in stride, though. Packing the gym with the Red Sea.
Indeed, Charlie. Kind of ran out of things there to say there, huh?
Yeah, I think we went on about 60 seconds before we should have.
That's all right, though.
I just wanted to catch your lovely singing voice.
Of course.
All right, ready to go again now. Jacob David to inbound for the Jaguars. Harlan in the backcourt with Elwood. Now no one in the backcourt. Elwood likely to make a break as soon as he can. He will. Here they go. Elwood. A little bit of a bobble. Down low. Reverse layup will go from Rock Canyon, Kason Lehman. Dickinson. Knocked away by Elwood. Now with a chance to bring it to a one-score game. Here comes David. Elwood. People moving around him. Elwood drives. Outside blocked by Fiedler.
I don't know what Cooper Elman was trying to do there. Tried to take Fiedler to the rim. Got step back in against the 6'7", 6'6" Eric Fiedler. That I don't think there's any chance you get that shot over him.
Officially listed at 6'8", actually, Connor. So 6'8" going up against the 5'9" sophomore. Nice little 11-inch height difference. No good on that three-point attempt. Here's Dickinson. And now flop warning is going to be given on the other side. Flop warning is going to be on Davis May. Refs having none of that. Called it on Halbert earlier. Giving it right back to the Jaguars there.
Yeah, but that takes into play both sides have flop warnings. So if we see another one of those, there could be technical free throws. And with how this game's going to go, that might decide it.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in the next 15 minutes. Elwood trying to get free. Well marked by Zach Harlan. Harlan tracing. Elwood passes out to David. David driving, spinning. Foot comes up. Wow, that was a lot of steps.
Yeah. Student section yelling travel. No call.
I may not be very good at counting steps, but it looked like he went on a vacation to me.
Yeah, took a little summer in Costa Rica, looks like.
Sounds nice right about now with that snow day, Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Foul called against Cooper Elwood, his first team's first. Neither team took a timeout in that first half. Really moved by quickly. Dickinson goes to the cup, drops it in. Elwood meets Harlan at half court. Elwood to the cup. Underneath, gets that out to Davis. May, excuse me. No good, rebounded by Marshall. Marshall taking it to the other side. Long jump stop from Marshall. Gets it back. No good. Fiedler this time with the rebound. Blocked. Fiedler again with the rebound. Fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. A lot of contact there. Foul called on Damian Fisher. His first team second.
Eric Fiedler going up against like 4 Rock Canyon players, and let alone probably the tallest on the court besides himself. Able to fight through the contact, draw the foul. Always love to see a player who can show resiliency through the contact.
Fiedler hits them both. Automatic from the line. 6-point lead once again. Elman dumps it off for 3. That will go from Kason Lehman. 30-27. Marshall over to Dickinson. Knocked out of his hands. Deep 3. Too much on it. Rebounded by Fiedler. Harlan. Foul's going to be called on Davis May. May's second, team's third. Fiedler spinning. It's taken out of his hands by Elman. Kept in by Harlan. They'll say it does go out, though.
That was a good hustle play from Harlan. Just trying to get that save, knowing it came off of his leg.
Mm-hmm. There's that fumble from Elman, and then Harlan tried to save it. Just nothing he could do at that point. May. Elman, excuse me. Foul's going to be called. Called against Rumpf. Rumpf second, his team's first. Foul on the floor.
This Raiders defense not giving up a lot of fouls. Really, 1 foul in this quarter, I think 1 foul in the second. Clock hasn't started.
Yeah, I was going to say the clock didn't quite look like the one I had, but I just automatically assumed that my clock is wrong. This time, ready to go at 4:59. Fisher now with David. Takes the 3. That will go! All tied up at 30. Oh, terrible pass from Rumpf. Trying to find Fiedler down low. Golden Boys letting the Raiders hear it.
It is 30-30, so the Red Sea cannot use the scoreboard to combat that.
Elman. Now with David. Foul called against Harlan, I think. Yeah, Harlan's second, team second.
That's a hard foul to call if you're a ref. A lot of contacts from both sides. Whether to call the foul or not is the question if you're on that baseline.
David. Elman. May. Lehman for three. No good. Harlan comes down with the rebound. Foul's going to be called against Jacob David, his second team's fourth. So fourth team foul picked up with 4:02 remaining. Officials tonight been fairly consistent. Good calls so far.
Indeed. Been solid with their calls, been accurate with their calls for the most part.
Yeah. A couple calls, a couple missed calls, but they've gone both ways. It's been very, very fair so far. Rumpf. Being tracked by David. Fiedler. Elman falls. Rumpf bobbles. Knocked out by Elman. Now with Fiedler. Elwood, excuse me. Marshall. Fiedler. Fakes it. Marshall. Up and under. Over under to get to the cup from Mason Marshall.
Such a great move from Mason Marshall. Got through the first line of defense of the Jaguars. And just went up and under the big men for the layup there.
Vasquez now with Elwood. Is that going to be called on Marshall? That will be called on Marshall, his second team third. His first team third, excuse me.
I could see it. I think that is a respectable call, Charlie. Marshall did get a hand in there.
Yeah. The hand was flying in prior. His hand was there. The man kind of turned. It's just an unfortunate situation that resulted in a foul against Mason Marshall. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Raiders, so it will be Raider ball.
Rock Canyon coach pleading his case over there.
Despite me having the possession arrow in favor of Rock Canyon on your screen, it was in favor of the Raiders. Halbert with a bit of a stumble there. Rumpf. Dickinson. Fading away. Yes, it will! Lucas Dickinson. 34-30, 2:50 to go.
I love to see Lucas Dickinson utilizing his fadeaway. Has such great length, great strength down in the post. Paired with his shooting ability, that's really amazing.
In and out, and the foul's going to get called. A late foul. Against Rumpf, his third, team fourth.
Little late call there, Charlie, but I think it might have been the right one. I didn't get the greatest angle, but it looked like Alec Rumpf did give a little push.
One of the things I'm pretty adamant about is you're going to make the call, make it in the moment. He's kind of waited to see how it played out. Cesario Scott comes in for Alec Rumpf as Rumpf enters foul trouble. 2:36 on the clock, 34-31. May comes on for Fisher. David missed both earlier. And misses his second, rebounded by Zach Harlan. Halbert. Harlan. Harlan. Looking for a pass. Gets Dickinson. Dickinson at the logo. Halbert. 2:20. Cesario Scott. Now Dickinson to the rim. Who's going to come up with it? It will be Jacob David. David's going to huck that one up to Lehman. Whistle goes. Foul called against Fiedler, team's fifth. Oh, advanced. Halbert, excuse me. His first, team fifth.
Nothing really you could do there if you're Joe Halbert. try and prevent the layup. Don't want to give up an easy bucket. Got called for the foul there.
Dickinson comes off for Mason Marshall. Lehman. Misses, rebounded by Harlan. Fiedler back to Harlan. 34-32 your score. Marshall, Halbert, Harlan. Cesario Scott out to Fiedler. Takes the shot. He'll drain it. 36-32. Raiders bring the lead back to 4. I think the largest lead of the night so far has been 11 from
11?
From Rock Canyon. It was 16-5, I believe, at one point. 12-5. It was 7.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Largest lead for the Raiders was 6. That foul against Marshall. His second team in bonus. Let's add that on. 1:35 on the clock. First one falls from Vasquez. Vasquez hits his second as well, 36-33. 4, excuse me. Fiedler. Harlan. Harlan finds space. Fiedler drives to the bucket. Yes, he'll get it to go. 38-34, 75 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Charlie, they're putting Cooper Elwood on Eric Fiedler. Really seems to be a recipe for disaster.
It's a mismatch now taken by Cesario Scott. Charged by Fiedler. You mentioned the mismatch. 6'8" goes against 5'9", and that is a recipe for disaster. Eric Fiedler, we've been waiting for that dunk all year. That dunk could not come at a better time. Oh my goodness.
My gosh. Eric Fiedler showing his dominance on the court. Fast break, that is the worst situation you can be in for Rock Canyon. 5'9" versus 6'8", like you said, Charlie. Worst situation you could possibly have.
They put one of their better defenders minus the lack of height, right? Elwood, he's good, he's scrappy, he moves well, he's good to track Fiedler, but when it comes to it, he can't guard a man who is 11 inches taller than him.
I don't think it's humanly possible. It's like Muggsy Bogues on Yao Ming at that point.
All right, following the timeout. Elwood taking it up for the Jaguars. Dickinson with the steal. Has a couple men in front of him. Down to Halbert. Halbert back out to Dickinson. Dickinson through contact to the bucket. That will fall. Now the largest lead of the night, 42-34.
Charlie, when Elwood was bringing the ball down, the "You Got Baptized" chants from the Red Sea.
Lehman, 13 on the clock, now with David. No travel, no foul. Dickinson will come up with 3 seconds. Howard at the buzzer, no, doesn't get it to go.
They call the foul.
They call the foul.
Joe Howard's going to the line.
What a way to end this third quarter. Vasquez gets charged with the foul. discrepancy over who the foul's against.
They're adding 0.2 seconds to the clock, folks.
And Halbert's missed. He's still got the second. Still time for something to happen. Most likely a free throw going in if there's going to be more points in this quarter. That'll do it for the third quarter. We're going to step away for this quarter break and rejoin you on the Raider Sports Network. Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. I'm Charlie Wood. 8 thrilling minutes of basketball remain. 43-34 the score. The Raiders up by 9. Rock Canyon to start with the ball for this fourth quarter. Here we go. Inbounded to Davis May. Lehman now for three from Abner. Changed his mind a couple times there. Marshall ends up with it. Dickinson. Cesario Scott, Fiedler. Taking his time, now Dickinson. Halbert. Dickinson. Cesario Scott to the cup to drop it in. The first double-digit lead of the night. Passing around. Fisher over to Lehman. Kason Lehman to the cup. Dickinson got a hand on it, no good. Cesario Scott will come down with it. Almost a minute gone. Marshall, Halbert, Dickinson. Fiedler to the bucket. Can't get it. Halbert will come up with the rebound, floats it. That will fall. 13-point lead for the Raiders.
Excellent photo there from Joe Halbert. Got that really hard to time those, hard to get the distance right.
Marshall all up in Jacob David. Knocks it to the ground. May floats it. No good. Rebounded by Fiedler. You can't help but get excited in games like these. Big rivalry matchups with big playoff implications. Timeout called by Coach Ken Shaw. Full timeout called, so we'll step away for 60 seconds and rejoin you on the Raider Sports Network. So we're actually mistaken. It was a 30-second timeout, but nonetheless, a quick break for the voice never hurts. I forgot water tonight, so I've been sneaking some from the boys on the bench. Here we go. Raiders up by 13, 6:07 to play. Marshall to inbound. Into Dickinson. Official collides with our table. Romph. Marshall. Cesario Scott. Marshall. Fiedler. No. Now Cesario Scott. Marshall has a chance. Fakes it. Fiedler also thinks about it. Goes. Floats it to the cup. That will go! Eric Fiedler. 15-point lead. Trying to go the other direction now. Foul called on Marshall. His third team's first. 6-0 run right now for the Raiders. Elwood into David. David takes the three. That will go. Well, commentators curse there, calling out the run and then having it immediately thwarted. Dickinson double teamed in the corner. Knocked out. Foul's going to be called.
That's a heads-up play from Lucas Dixon. Notices he's getting doubled. At that point, you just try to go right through it. It's either a foul call or you get through it.
Yeah.
At that point.
Having a bit of difficulty with our clock at the moment. Just going to ask you to bear with us. Cesario Scott. Fiedler. Fiedler for three. No good. Gets the rebound. Now he'll drive. That will fall. 51-37. 3-point off the mark. Rebounded by Dickinson. There we go. Marshall. Romph. Dickinson turns. Cesario Scott. Marshall to Romph. Romph over the top to Dickinson. Dickinson knocked out of his hands. Now it'll be in the hands of Davis May. To the cup from Elwood. Yes, it will. And a timeout called by Rock Canyon. 30-second timeout. .4:17 left in this ball game. 51-39 the score. 12-point lead for the Raiders as it stands. Coach Kent Graham's trying to get something going during this timeout. Disrespectful and slanderous chants coming from the Rock Canyon side. Raiders respond in turn with the only proper response in this situation. The scoreboard. Marshall inbounds to Romph. 4:15 on the clock. 12-point ball game. Certainly a long ways from over. Romph fights through contact to the bucket. He'll get it to go! No, passing out, Elwood. Layup from Damian Fisher. Now Romph. He's a little behind on the score there. Dickinson, Marshall. Romph. Fiedler knocked out of his hands but recovered. Fiedler finds a lane. I think he was blocked by his own teammate. The officials say he was blocked by a man in gray. It's going to be Raider ball underneath their own basket. Over the top to Dickinson. Doesn't come down cleanly with it. rolls, drops it in. Lead goes back to 14. Fiedler takes that one away. Sorry to interrupt you there, Connor.
I would throw him a prayer there.
Fiedler. Back to Ronf. Timeout called. This time it will be a full timeout. So we'll step away for 60 seconds and rejoin you on the Raiders Sports Network. Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we are correct on here. 2:56, 55-41. Fourth quarter, not much time left. Marshall into Dickinson. Marshall. Romph will try and get open. He's marked by Vasquez. Romph kind of just flicks that to Dickinson. Dickinson passes it out. Cesario Scott to the bucket. Drops it in. 16-point lead for the Raiders. Took a bit of a walk there, but due to a foul against Alec Romph, his fourth, team second. Inbounds. Now gonna lay that up and will fall. Cesario Scott. No good, foul's gonna be called. 2:15 on the clock. Elwood second, team second, and it will be Marshall the line to shoot two. No good from Marshall on the first. Off comes Cesario Scott. Marshall has Marshall, so he'll take a breather. Second one falls, Marshall will come off. Elwood. Drops that up. Cooper Elwood gets that to go. Timeout called. Getting to that point in the ball game where you can't take two steps without a timeout or a foul. 58-45. Full timeout. We'll step away for a second on the Raiders Sports Network. Welcome back to the Raiders Sports Network. 58-45 the score. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. The Raiders looking to throw up a 17-win season. All they need is to take this one home. Dickinson, Harlan, over the top to Halbert. Halbert holds on to that. Dickinson now. A little bit of a heads up there from Joe Halbert. Whistle. That could be a foul against Rock Canyon. Elwood's third, team third. Minute 53 on the clock. Into Rumpf. Dickinson. Spins. Harlan now. Fiedler. Rumpf. Taking their time. Timeout called by Coach Shaw. 30-second timeout.
Yeah. It's been a really hard-fought matchup. Eric Fiedler, 12 points, I believe. Almost as close to his second quarter numbers. Indeed. I could be off on my scoring, but it's been a dominant showing from the Raiders. They came back after that Valor loss with a win to Heritage, win versus Rock Canyon, almost here. Not trying to jinx anything or have a repeat of last year, but yeah, it's been a really hard-fought game, really energetic game. Both student sections have been getting into it.
The overtime loss last year really left an impression on the Raiders.
Yeah, especially the Rowdies.
I suppose that was 2 years ago now. The one I'm thinking of was 2 years ago. Fiedler.
The one I'm thinking of is last year.
Rumpf, Harlan, Dickinson. Spins. Chucks it out. Fiedler. Trying to get a foul call. Yep. Lehman will pick up the foul. Team's fourth, Lehman's first. Pardon my voice crack there. Minute 24 on the clock. In the corner with Marshall. Marshall to Fiedler. Trying to take a lot of time off this clock. A bold choice to send Fiedler to the line. But that'll be the man to do it. Fiedler. Misses the first free throw. Very consistent usually from the charity stripe. Hits his second. 1 for 2 will do in this situation. Elwood. Elwood getting fancy with it. Quick foul, bonus in effect for the Raiders. (59-47). Foul called against Davis May, his fourth, team's fifth. It's the first. Fiedler, the man getting fouled again. Second goes as well. Lead to 15. Elwood nearing the 60-second mark. Rebounded by Halbert. Rumpf. David called on the foul. His third. Raiders in bonus. Rumpf to the line. Rumpf on the year, 29 for 40. Hits the first. The Raiders leaving Halbert and Fiedler back. The second as well from Rumpf. Fiedler and the Rock Canyon student section exchanging some words. 3-point attempt from Lehman. Way short. Rumpf floats it to Dickinson. 3-on-1 now. And I forgot to start the clock. 35 seconds, the Raiders taking it down. David finally gets the foul he was looking for, but now he's going to argue the call. I'll take this down a few seconds to 31. 30.7 on the clock. We'll just call it 30. 63-47 Fiedler hits the first. Cesario Scott's check in for Fiedler.
I'm running out of space on my score sheet for Fiedler.
Hits the second as well. 65-47. Fiedler checks off for the final time tonight. Seniors left on the floor at the moment. Alec Rumpf, Lucas Dickinson, Mason Marshall. I've not started the clock again. Only off by a few seconds this time, though. Lehman. David for three. No good. Rumpf gets it. Is that going to be the nail in the coffin? Yes, it will. Dickinson will dribble it out. The Raiders end their season on a win, 65-47. Going to the playoffs, standing at 17-6.
What a game, Charlie.
The difference between the Raiders with and without Fiedler is staggering.
Indeed. Eric Fiedler, I mean, I still have to add him up, but
we're going to get that number to you here just a second.
$32 points.
32, and he scored none in the first quarter. Absolutely insane from Eric Fiedler.
32 points in the last three quarters. That is impressive.
Incredible from Eric Fiedler. Incredible from all five of our seniors. We're just one final shout out to the seniors. Number one, Zach Harlan, Mason Marshall, Lucas Dickinson, Alec Rumpf, and Brandon Hawkins. Thank you to the seniors. We're grateful for you, your time here. Grateful to the parents of these seniors for allowing us to spend these 4 years with them. We look forward to the playoff season far from over. Catch playoff action live here on the Raider Sports Network. I'm Charlie Wood, alongside me, Connor Houtsma. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.